Want me to give you some interesting news? It is said that there is one figure who is most feared by high-class armed groups. He is Peter. Young mangjade kan adalabawa priya birusia 60 tan. Ichumemaliki energy dansa mangat young lure biasa. Surely he would become a legend if he was that strong. But in reality, he is being hunted by hundreds of killers now. And all the treasures he had collected so far had been confiscated. Isn't that very sad? A legend dedicated to the organization. It turns out that currently he is receiving threats from this organization. Someone said, "What does that mean you are Peter?" But no matter what, this really doesn't make sense. Even though there are thousands of eyes watching you and aiming for your life. But then why are you not dead yet? In fact, it is very difficult to find. Even if you are a Peter, then Peter spoke. Would you like me to give you something? Even though in the future, there will be hundreds or even thousands of eyes watching me, you all won't be able to find me. The man asked again in a battered state. Then he answered, because of the man you are currently looking for. Then the man's face with a look of surprise. Impossible. This is not possible. Peter. What do you mean? You are Peter? One time in a bookstore. Peter had to take medicine every day to stay alive for 3 months. But he ignored it. Peter said, "I'm not afraid of death. After all, I've often survived life's crises, and giving everything to the organization for 50 years. So I have nitrogen monoxide regret at all about my past. I have lived life without regretting anything." Inside Peter's mind something occurred to him. Then he thought that he wanted to have his own photo, because he hadn't had a photo all his life. Then I heard a woman's voice outside. Turns out he was a junior high school student. He wanted to buy a book in that shop. Used textbooks are apparently available, starting from 1960 to the 2020 revised edition for every country. The student wants a new book, because he wanted to give it to his sister. It turned out that Peter knew about the student, that he knew that the student was in class 3. Peter brought a lot of books, but the woman refused, because there isn't enough to buy it. Besides, it's not a used book. But Peter deliberately wanted to give it to the student, because now it has become a used book. Then the student was confused whether to accept the book or not. The student was confused about whether to call him grandfather or sir. Peter said to call sir. Then the disciple asked Peter, "Have you ever regretted it?" Peter answered, "Because I've lived too long, so there's nothing to regret." Peter imagined something. I can't carry past regrets. Maybe now you don't understand what I mean. So, at least for your sister's sake, and don't do anything that will make you regret it. Come back right now. Suddenly, the woman went over to Peter carrying a knife. That way I won't kill you. To the woman's surprise, she said to herself, how could she know? I've memorized all the students in that class. It's just that your face is so foreign to me I have to make sure first. But it's a shame that the school was only founded 2 years ago. In the end, it turns out that I always smell blood. Can you cover the scent of your knife with the scent of perfume? From the start it turned out that this person was playing with me. There is no other choice. The woman was surprised because he was the one holding the knife. But instead he was the one who disappeared first. Peter looked at him with his eyes bulging, like they were going to pop out. Peter placed his book on the table as he spoke. Just take the book. I know your story about your sister isn't a lie. I've been working for 50 years, so I know just by looking at you. You don't seem to have learned about this there. In our organization, if plan A fails, there will definitely be a plan B. What does this person really mean? What does he really mean? Suddenly several people attacked Peter. Meaning that if someone fails in their duties, that person must be removed too. The woman was shocked to see the blood on Peter's body, the effect of being hit by a gunshot. Peter tried to attack by trying to grab a gun. But instead the woman was made a hostage by these people. Damn, my body can't be moved as I wish. What is this? Is it true that someone like that is the strong Peter? Peter immediately collapsed. It seems like even Peter can't avoid a deadly disease. Then Peter spoke. Just stop your nonsense, and just tell me why you want to kill me. If you go out there will be thousands of people wanting your life. Unfortunately, the rice has become porridge. Rewards tied around your neck, reaching 7.6 billion won. 7.6 billion you say. Why is the amount so similar to my account balance? Exactly because that money is saved throughout your life, to guarantee your life. But the money will fall into the hands of someone else. Imagine how much fun it would be if that happened. Therefore, you must die by my hands. Why do you grind your teeth and make everything uncomfortable? It looked like he had fainted. Even though I was nervous from the start, this made it boring. Suddenly Smart took out a grenade and threw it. Damn you, Peter. And the grenade exploded. He disappeared. He was impudent and deliberately lured us towards the door. The bleeding is serious, so he won't be able to escape. Find him quickly. Damn it, apparently I can't handle them. Apparently I'm very old. If I remember, my life is just that organization, when someone else is holding the stationery. I shed blood for a year to be able to control the blade. When others learn about love over the phone, I learned how to tap, until my ears bled. Fight against endless death among terrorist groups. But the situation changed after the change of new boss. The new boss once said, I expect a lot from you, because your reputation is so wide, but your heart is weakened by the diseases of old age. So, you must be put away. Even though I have handed everything over to the organization, I don't want wealth and honor. Is my life only limited to this? I can't die in vain. Don't try to take the money. Because money is so important. Peter finally collapsed. Pao Choin headquarters. Damn, we lost him after beating him up. If we can finish him off, the 76 billion will be mine. Of course, that big to honor our legend. I will put this person in the pot, then I will become rich. Peter suddenly came and surprised the two people. I don't think he's Peter, but his clothes are the same. Yes, he's Peter. His clothes are the same. Then Peter answered, Yes, I don't know either. After waking up it became like this. Listen, young man, this is not a place where school children go. I already know everything. Don't waste time telling Pao Chan. Apparently you are just like us. But unfortunately I have to finish you off. With extraordinary strength, Peter managed to repel his hand. He disappeared empty-handed. The other man tried to attack from behind, but instead he was beaten badly. Who are you really? People who are good at using sharp weapons are Class 3 fighter students. A person who is proficient in using all weapons is a second-class fighter. While fighter number 1 will use everything as a weapon. He took an octopus leg. Are you talking nonsense? Peter also attacked with the octopus's legs. Who exactly are you? Peter beat the young man black and blue. He's really strong. So this is the only photo of my face that you have. Okay. I am Peter, the strongest man in the past. I was born young again. I'll try it if you search until you die, and wake up 1,000 times. Because the old Peter you are looking for is dead. Peter was reborn younger.